Elegy for Sandy. We were never formally introduced, but on most mornings when I went to the dining hall for breakfast, as I passed you eating alone, always alone, with a book to guard your solitude, always in baggy jeans, t-shirt, sandals, hiding, I would say, "Hey," and you would say, "Hey," back. I don't know why. I wasn't in the habit of greeting anyone else like that, and I never noticed you greet anyone else like that either. It was our thing, the only thing we had in common. We didn't have any classes together, and your hey always came with a smile. I liked that. In fact, sometimes as I was getting ready for bed, if I didn't see you that day, I would think, I didn't get my hey and smile from that girl. I think her name is Sandy. And I'd feel that something was missing. And I thought it would be good if we were friends. I liked our ritual exchange of heys and your smile, and that you were unconventional, different, a bit strange, in a good way. Different in the sense that you didn't feel the need to engage in superficial banter and could eat alone with a book and feel comfortable. But for whatever reason, or no reason, I never tried to talk to you. Until one day I overheard some people talking. They said, "The quiet freak tried to kill herself." And I remembered hearing an ambulance siren that morning, but thought nothing of it. And after a couple of days of no haze, I went by your room and saw the Do Not Disturb sign, written in black marker, taped to your door. I knocked anyway, and you answered through a crack, looking inquisitive, but not totally surprised. You asked me, "Didn't you see the sign?" "Yes," I answered, "but I don't pay much attention to signs. They're usually meant for stupid people who need to be told what to do." And you laughed with your smile. I liked that. And you asked me to come in anyway, since I didn't obey the sign. And when you opened the door to let me in, I noticed the bandages on your arm. And you asked me, "What do you want?" "I want to apologize." "Why? You didn't do anything." "I know. That's why I want to apologize." And I explained about the haze and that I thought it would be nice if we were friends, but for whatever reason, or no reason, I didn't get around to talking to you. Well, it doesn't matter. I probably would have done it anyway. I hope you don't feel guilty about it. No, I don't feel guilty, but I wanted to get to know you. You don't seem to have many friends here, and I don't blame you. There aren't many people I like here either. And we both smiled knowingly. This is how socially awkward people rationalize it. Then I asked, "Do you need anything? Why aren't you in the hospital or at home?" "I can't afford the hospital, and I'm not particularly welcome at home, because I'm different. Different in the sense that you are attracted to women, not men." And we talked about our families, school, whatever. We talked for almost an hour, probably longer than either of us had talked to anyone for in a long time. But now we knew each other, and it felt like we were getting to be friends. And I said, "I'm glad I finally got to talk to you. I almost didn't get the chance." You said, "Yeah." I said, "Now that we're friends, promise me something." "What?" "If you ever think about trying it again, please talk to me first." "I'm not going to try it again." "I'm glad to hear that, but if you ever do think about it, please talk to me first." "What if you're not around?" "Then wait until I am." but then I'll never be able to do it. That's the idea. Okay, it was the easiest thing to say. You didn't have to mean it. After a few days, you seemed better. You went back to class and to the dining hall with your book, and the haze and smiles resumed, along with some talks about family, school, whatever, until you went home for break, and you discovered that pills work better than knives, which is a hell of a thing to discover at 20.